Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at some of the charts. Just going to a bit of a market overview. There's nothing much more to do, really. We did the Patreon live stream last night where we looked at a lot of altcoins, and on the 4 hourlies, most of those altcoins, but not all. This is why there's value in the stream itself. Patreon, join, link below. There's value in actually joining up because we get to look at the ones which are strong, the ones which are in the middle, and the ones which look like a steaming turd, basically. But overall, on the 4 hourly, a lot of altcoins actually looked quite good. We're looking at the total market cap on the 4 hourly, and you can see it actually looks quite good. But Bitcoin looks quite good, doesn't it? XRP looks quite good. I made that video on it yesterday, and it's actually up a fair bit today. And these, as well as many other coins, do continue to point in one direction, which is up. There is a problem with all of this, though, which is the S&P, and we'll look at that in a minute. But if it wasn't for the S&P, I would be saying, actually quite boldly, that there is a very good chance of alt season. And I'll show you the evidence for that. So I'm going to show you the bullish and the bearish. And actually, none of the charts I'll be showing you will be an individual altcoin. It's just evidence for both directions. You're like, what the heck is that then? What's the point in watching it? If there's evidence for up and evidence for down, so what is the point in watching it? I'll just make up my own decision. I'd rather you did that anyway, to be honest with you. I don't want you to watch my videos and, make some kind of bold decision on your finances as a result, but I'll show you anyway. Right, so this is the total market cap on the daily. We don't have any golden crosses on the daily. We do push this resistance. It's 200 simple. We're pushing it 1, 2, 3, and maybe we're going to be coming up for a fourth. The more times you push a resistance, the more likely it is to break. Same with the support, more likely it is to break. We've seen this with Bitcoin recently. We saw it with XRP yesterday. The more times you push resistance, more likely it is to break. We've got a little green portion of the cloud over here. It's a good start for what would be a pump signal if we get the Chiku span above the cloud. Not looking to see anything like that anytime soon, to be honest. Although it could happen, I'm not really looking for it. We are more likely to push into the 3 trillion market cap area for the dominance. For the total market cap here, and then get rejection from that. That's just normal standard Bollinger Band strategies. If you reclaim it, then that's where you really start to make a big bold move, straight up to 3.4, then to the previous high, then to new all-time highs, exactly as expected. It's a nice rhythm, up, down, and then we're just going to go up, and then probably bear market after that, but we'll have to wait and see. It might be an extended cycle. All the popular YouTube channels will be saying, I think it's an extended cycle. Why? Because I just want more out of this cycle. Okay, right. Any evidence for it? No evidence. I just think it's going to be like that. Were you the person that said it was going to be a failed cycle, the 4-year cycle's broken? Yep, that was me. Anything else you want to say? I think it's going to be a longer cycle. All right, okay, fine. So I just think that this model fits and it looks quite good, to be honest. That's all I can say, right? So we've done the total market cap, yeah? Let's have a look at the big of the S&Ps. The S&P had a nice dead cat bounce, quite close to a golden cross. So there is something in it to say that maybe a reversal from here. I'm more skeptical about what's going to happen as we approach these areas. So we got the 50 exponential, which could be the big resistance. It's only a little higher than where we are right now, about $70 higher. 5563. Or you could move into the death cross of the 200 exponential, 5654. Or you could make your way to the top of this box, 5753. Which is also the weekly 20 moving average, which is coming around those areas. Now, whatever it is that you're trading, it could be XRP, it could be Matic, it could be SUI, it could be Shiba Inu, it could be anything, right? Just remember that they might have good setups, they might have amazing setups, there might be pump signals, there might be trend signals, there might be golden crosses, there might be purple crosses, there could be anything. But when the S&P, if the S&P rejects, it doesn't matter how bullish those charts are going to, they're just going to come down through association with the big market. So just remember that, right? And this is why I'm highlighting this as Monday's video, because it's very likely to happen this week. we're very likely to move into the resistance this week. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We've got an overheated read over here. And we've got massive death cross retests to take place over here. A death cross, when you retest it, does often result in the opposite of a V-shaped recovery. It comes back to where it started from. So on the candle bodies, it would be below 5,000. If it does have continuation from there, it will be lower. Let's have a look at the bear market that took place over here when we had finally got the death crosses. Okay, so death cross on simples. Death crosses on exponentials. So there's your 50 exponential, and it came back down lower than it was before. There's your simple moving average death cross, and then exponential moving average death cross again resulted in a lower low. So I'm not saying it has to happen, but it's very common. So I just want you to all be aware that that is something that could and might most likely happen this week. All right. But don't let it ruin your life, okay? Just be prepared. Make a plan for it, that's all. Are you going to sell or are you going to persevere? It's completely up to you. It's your strategy. Completely up to you. The good thing about Bitcoin, though, again, this is why trading is not for everybody. Because you'll be like, when I tell you this, you'll be like, well, you just made me bearish, and now you're going to make me bullish? Oh. That's right. If trading was simple, we'd all be making money every day, all the time, forever. Right. So Bitcoin closed above the 20 weekly. That is really good look. It's a really, really good look. Now we're above all moving averages on the weekly, which points in one direction, the direction of more money. The mega directions. You got 101, then you got 104, and then you got new all-time highs. Believe it or not, that is the case. Okay, so the weekly has managed to close in a really bullish way. So has the daily, above all moving averages. Pump signal in play as well on the itchy cloud. Again, same targets, horizontal 101. That's right. That's right. I know. The 4 hourly, so here was your lovely setup from a week ago. Bang, golden cross retest, V-shaped recovery, then some continuation. Now we just needed to get back above this 94.5, 95,000 for an immediate continuation. For those other time frames which are already pointed in that direction, being the weekly and the daily. So the 4 hourly is still obviously really good, but just got to get above this last little bit of resistance. I think it's probably just been knocked down a slight little bit because the S&P has woken up 0.6% lower. So, what are you going to do about it? Bitcoin's looking awesome. Total market cap's looking pretty good. S&P approaching resistance. What are you going to do? Well, it's up to you. It's a nice setup across the board, and even when it comes to the resistances, it's pretty nice. Some people might think, oh, this is a rug pull. If this were to happen, so if we were to move into that S&P resistance, get rejected from there, and then Bitcoin, not showing any signs of weakness whatsoever, but then comes plummeting down 10% or so, people are going to say, it's the 4-year cycle is broken. 4-year cycle is broken. It's all the institutions, man. That's what's done. The institutions should have never been allowed to buy Bitcoin, and now look what's happened. All right. You say what you like, do what you want. I know we don't want things to reject, but when the biggest market in the world finds a rejection, the smaller markets are likely to follow. That's all I'm saying. Oh, there is one other thing actually that we noticed last night. Gold. Gold overheated to the max. Now, it doesn't mean that it's definitely reached a peak, but my rule is, if you ever see an overheated read on the money flow index, 95 or beyond, it's time to get out. And that's where we have been for 5 weeks in a row, and now we found this big, nice wick. I think it's time for gold to come down. So gold ready to pull back at this point now, probably down below 3,000. Oh my God, really? Yeah. So with that, I will leave it with you there. Gold most likely found a peak. S&P about to be rejected, in my opinion. Bitcoin and crypto generally bullish. It's a very complicated scenario, and only you can decide the outcome. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.